guys, and welcome to Scrap the Sketch. This little series or challenge, you can call it, Susanna and I will make from time to time. So it is a new series on both of our channels. Susanna's channel is called Schnullo, and she also has the same name on her Instagram account. So, and I will link her YouTube channel down below. Okay, so this little channel, Susanna asked me, challenge, Susanna asked me if I would like to do something with her together. So, and then she asked me if we would like to make like a kind of scrap challenge. And I said, yeah, we will. I'm totally in for this. And so we came up with this name for the series. And we don't know how often we will upload a video for the series. We will see later, depending on our time. I mean, we both have jobs and she has kids, and so it's not that this is our main job, it's just something at this time we like to do. Okay, so what we were going to do is we will choose a scrap and then we will scrap this sketch. No, we will choose a sketch and then scrap the sketch. So, okay. And sorry, it's late and I have long days during the week, so yeah. Okay, so this is the sketch we decided on scrapping this time. We found it on Instagram, not Instagram, Pinterest. Sorry, so many mistakes. So we found it on Pinterest, and it's from ashleyhortonsdesigns.com, and I think she designed it for Hip Kit Club National Scrapbooking Day 2014. This is what it says down here. So the sketch calls for 2 pictures, and it looks like small Polaroids, and then it has these triangles in various sizes and some stars and some circles. Yeah, and down here is the journaling. So that's the sketch, and I will scrap the sketch now, and I will have it on faster and then just have a voiceover on it, so that you don't have to watch me scrapping the entire time. I mean, I scrap mainly for, or most often it's an hour, 1.5. It's more towards 1.5, 2 hours. It depending on how, yeah, on the layout. I mean, if I'm stitching something, hand stitching, it takes like 3 hours in total or maybe more. It really depends on my mood and on the supply I have. And it's getting, like, my kit is getting smaller and smaller, so I cannot choose from the whole kit. So it's kind of it's more tricky. So, but then it's good that I have the sketch, so I don't have to think about how I want things to be arranged on my layout. So yeah, and yep, that's it. So let's get started. So first I have my pictures, and I will put it on a piece of cardstock so it looks like the Polaroid as it is suggested in the sketch. And I have this little stamp, it says moments, so I will put it in the right corner so it gives a little something extra. And here I have a paper from, it's Crate Paper Cool Kit collection, and it's a piece of vellum, and this will give me the biggest triangle. So I am checking and using the plus signs for some guidance here. So, and now I check it on my background. I will use this wood grain paper as my background, and it's also the wood grain paper is also from Crate Paper, and it's from the Carousel collection, and it has these pink swans on the back. But I don't like the swans and the pink, so I used the wood grain, and I really like it. So here I have my it's a plastic bag with my scraps, so that's all my scraps I have right now, and I'm looking into my bag for some other papers which would coordinate with my layout. So I have these blush paper with, or it's from the blush collection with the flowers and the dark blue leaves. So, and I'm planning on using this as well, so I'm checking for paper
which would coordinate with the floral paper. And I decide on the paper with the hearts, so the white paper with the um, black hearts, and I'm using my vellum triangle as a guidance for the next triangle, for this next smaller triangle. And here I'm just erasing the marks on the vellum piece, the pencil marks. So and now I'm cutting it, and soon you will see that I make a mistake because the orientation of the paper is wrong. So the hearts will kind of be upside down. But in the beginning it bothers me, and I'm thinking about using this pink paisley paper, the blue paper here I have now in my hands, and use this as my second triangle. But when I look at it, when it lays next to the other paper and below the picture, I'm not fond of it. So I decide I don't care anymore. I let it go, and I will take the hard paper anyway. So, and now I use this blue paper and make my third triangle. So the sketch calls for smaller triangles down in the corner, and I will make one smaller triangle with the hard paper as well, and use the other triangle as my guidance. So, and then I place them, just cut them into size. And then I use again the blue paper for my last triangle, and this triangle will be placed on top. Yeah, right here. So now I have all my triangles, and then the sketch calls for some stars. But now I was thinking, oh, let's do um, the title. So here I use a piece of wax paper I bought in Singapore at the Daiso store, because in Germany we don't get wax paper in the grocery store. We can't buy it. So I was really lucky and happy that I saw this wax paper in the Daiso when I was on vacation in the beginning of the year. So I really appreciate having it, and it's an awesome thing. And I'm always jealous when I see American or Canadian ladies scrapbooking and they have these big, huge rolls with wax paper. So, okay, so now I have my title, and it's called Happy Summer Days. And then I use this paper from the blush collection and fuzzy cut 2 flowers and a few leaves. And instead of going with the stars, I go with the flowers and the leaves, because I'm not so into stars on my layouts. I have never used, because stars, I can't remember if I ever used stars, and so I skip them and use the flowers and the leaves instead. And here I don't know if you realize, but the blue triangle in the bottom, normally on the sketch it points downwards, but I didn't like it, so I thought maybe I can point it upwards. So I just flipped it, and now it's pointing upwards. So, and now I just make some pencil marks where the triangles are, so I can take them from the paper away, and then just glue everything down. And I use uh, some tape adhesive. So it's something from kind of a dollar store. It's something cheaper, but I like them. So I use them all the time on my when I scrap, and I like them just so much, because if I make a mistake, I can take the piece of paper, I can take the pieces apart, and there will be no damage whatsoever. So this triangle is now pointing upwards instead of downwards, and I just glue every triangle into place. And then also for the vellum piece, since you would see the glue underneath the vellum, it's very important that you place your adhesive in a spot where you will hide it later on. So for me it was easy, because I put the picture up on top of it, so it's easy to hide the places where I put the glue on the vellum. So now I attach the picture and the flowers, and now I will kind of really struggle with placing the leaves. So here it was okay, it was pretty fast. But now this second flower, it will gives me kind of almost a heart attack. I was really stressed, and in the end I just decided just stick it down, and you can change it later on when you're finished with recording. So what I do, I can't decide where it looks good anymore, so I just play around and get frustrated, and then, as I said, I just put them down. And after I finished recording, I went away and took a break, and then I just came back and took them off again and replaced them. So, oh yeah, put it at places I like them more, because this doesn't look good to me. But I was so like, oh man, the camera is on, and I don't want to kind of make you watching me for so long time struggling with the leaves. So but now I put them and adhere them, but it's easy to take them apart afterwards because I just use this tape adhesive. It's easy peasy. And the next step is that I use a ruler, and here comes my ruler, my T ruler, and I will stick my tile onto the layout, and it's very helpful having this T ruler, so it will be straight, and that's the good part. And these are the puffy stickers, and they are also from the kit. So I get a scrapbook. I get my monthly kit from the Scrapbook Werkstatt. It's a German online store, but they will also ship worldwide. Then just the shipping is more expensive. But I get my monthly kit from there, and so the wood grain paper and the paper with the floral shapes and the leaves, they were from the kit as well as the figures. The vellum and the other pieces, the other papers are from my stash. So, but they are puffy white alphas. It looks like that they are not showing very well on the layout, but it's just because of the lighting. So in real life, when I have it in my hand, this title is very nice, and you can see it very nicely. So now I'm checking for the right enamel dots and some flare badges. I was thinking maybe I can use them, but I don't like them. So they are too big and it doesn't look right to me, so I just decided not going for the flares. So I go for the enamel dots, and I choose some light pink ones and some black ones. So I will place 2 enamel dots above each flower, and this is basically it is. So the next thing is finding a spot for my journaling, and the sketch called for putting the journal down or below the picture, but for me it wasn't the right spot, so I will place my journaling below the flower. So, and then I also take a marker to, so here I'm placing my journaling, so just the lines. I will do the journaling later on, but you will see it on the close-up after this process video, so it's on the end of the video. So just some lines and then I'm finished. So I hope you enjoyed this, and soon, next few seconds, there will be a close-up. Thank you.
Challenge done. So I'm very happy with the final results. I was kind of playing around with the leaves a little bit after I stopped recording, and I wrote my journaling down here. So here you can see the title a little closer, and it looks really nice with the puffy stickers. I wasn't really sure, and when I watched the video, it looked like that it disappears almost with the background, but it doesn't, so that's really nice. So, and here are the flowers and leaves, and this is the stamping I did, moments, and my journaling. Yeah, so as you can see, I didn't use 2 pictures, I only used 1, and my journaling is not below the picture, it's more down here, and I turned this triangle around so it points upwards, not downwards. And I didn't use any stars, and these big circles I also didn't include. So a sketch is really just for inspiration. You don't have to really stick to the sketch. So I hope you like the sketch, and I also think that hopefully my layout is okay, and if not, it's okay for me too. So because everybody has a different style, and things I like maybe someone else doesn't like, and things I don't like other people like. So that's totally normal, because that's something, it has to do with taste, or not with taste, is it taste? So everybody has a different taste, that's the point. So, but I would be really happy if you would also use the sketch to make your own layout. And if you have Instagram, please, in your comment below the picture, could you please include Schnullo and myself? So you please add Schnullo and add Crafty Raven, so we can see your layout. So that would be awesome. I'm really curious about other people's layouts, and I love watching them on YouTube and on Instagram. So, okay, that's it. Today it's Friday, and I hope you will have a nice weekend. I will go on vacation, so I will be away for a week, and I'm so happy. I'm looking forward. I hope the weather is okay. It doesn't have to be really sunny. It can rain a little if it has to, but I'm really looking forward to have all the wind and walking on the beach, biking, drinking tea and eating cake, and just relax and enjoying the time with my little family. So, okay. I hope you have a great week and a nice weekend, and see you soon. Bye.